Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, everyone. Before I begin with my speech, I'd like to warn you that this is not going to be formal speech because I want you to get something out of it while enjoy listening to my speech. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever seen a movie that captured exactly an experience that happened to you? I'm sure most of you have. Well, then I'll ask you again. Have you ever seen a movie that captured exactly what really happened today? I have. The movie is entitled The Flu, and that movie tells how hard it is facing a pandemic. I'm Amanda Adellia Putri from Vocational High School 1 Bogor, and I'm here to tell you about how you should live during a pandemic. What is pandemic? Well, if you search it on Google, it'll say pandemic is an epidemic of an infectious disease that has spread across a large region, for instance, multiple continents or worldwide, affecting a substantial number of people. If that's too complicated, then let me simplify this for you. Basically, pandemic is a global outbreak of a disease. Okay, Amanda, then how is it affecting how we live? Pandemic that happened today, which we call COVID-19, affecting us in many aspects of life. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Let me get this clear for you. Now, you can be interacting with a bunch of people, right? Ah, aren't you tired of wearing a mask when you're out? Look around your environment. How many stores being closed? How many people struggle to make money? How many people lose their loved one during this pandemic? And how many people slowly losing their breath because of this disease? This is affecting us in our physic, social life, economic, and even our mental health. Vaccine has not been found yet. So yes, we should adapt with this situation. What should we do to maintain our physic and mental during this pandemic? Well, I got 5 rules, which I still do right now. Let's get right in. Number 1, don't be careless. What does that mean, Amanda? Check the health of your country and community. Stay updated on the current region that infected. The more you know, the more you can gauge your risk of coming into contact with an infected person. Number 2, limit the number of your close contact and keep it as consistent as possible. It means when you're outside, avoid skinship with other people. But when you're in your own house, limit the number of people that can come to your house. Okay, before I go to the next rule, let me show you the exact data that shows the increased number of people that feel anxious and depressed before and during this pandemic. CDC, NCHS, and US Census have reported the symptoms of anxiety and depressive disorder of adults in the US, just in the US, increased for about 23.9%, from 11% to 33.9%. That's over 200% increase. Yeah, that's how bad this pandemic affecting our mental health. So you need this third rule, which is mind control. I know some of you still do everything at home right now. And during that time, you can easily swim around your social media. Am I right? And then you will get lost in a world of people in that cyberspace that can lead you to unhealthy comparison. Don't get drawn on that. Instead, keep in contact with yourself. Remind yourself that this uncertain period will pass, and this will not last forever. Someday, you can do whatever you want to do freely outside. Remember that, and it will leave you feeling grateful and content. Number 4, check in with your physical health. Set aside 30 to 40 minutes to do a simple exercise like yoga or Simple training exercise using your own body weight. But if you don't have access to one of that, just find a thing to do to break a sweat. Don't forget to drink water, stay hydrated, and eat healthy. Lastly, number 5, follow the health protocol. It is such a repetitive word among all of us. Yeah, I know. But listen, lately, people are starting to ignore all of the health protocol. They live like nothing happened, like COVID-19 just disappeared, and they stop doing the simplest thing that can help them survive this pandemic. So to everyone watching this, please keep your mask handy. Wear a mask in enclosed spaces, when you shop or go to the office, and anytime you are in close contact with people who live outside your household. Wash your hand frequently and be mindful about touching public surfaces. Practice social distancing. This is important. Staying 6 feet apart from people who live outside your household. 6 feet apart. Ladies and gentlemen, this year might be hard for us, but don't make that as a reason to not be grateful of what you have now. Congratulate yourself. You've come all the way through the end of this year. You're still watching me deliver this speech with a healthy body. You survive. But not really. Hang in there until we get the vaccine. That was all for me. It was really a pleasure to speak what's in my mind. And I do make mistakes. So please take what is good and leave what is bad from my speech. Henry Wadsworth once said, "Great is the art of beginning, but greater the art is of ending." I'm Amanda. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.